Hello animation fans, Mason here with a quick Rotoscopers flip-through art book review. I call it a quickie flippy. Today we're going to take a look at the new art book, The Art of Fred Gambino, Dark Shepherd. I feel like I have to say it that way, all dramatic. If you're interested, so if you're interested in the awesome world of illustration and concept design, this book is for you. Now, Fred Gambino, aka The Great Gambino, has been a freelance illustrator for 30 years, and he's been lucky enough to find steady work in the entertainment industry. Dark Shepherd isn't actually the first book he's published, and you can tell by the overall quality and design. It's definitely a solid art book and a very solid design. Virtually the first half of the book is a screenplay project called Dark Shepherd, hence the title. So Gambino wrote this screenplay. It's kind of a science fiction thriller, and he supplied his own concept art for what he envisioned in the script. So that was pretty cool. And it is an interesting read, but more importantly to me, it demonstrates the potential for artists to branch out into other creative outlets. So what makes this book well designed is that not only did Gambino show the art he created for Dark Shepherd, but he also showed his creative processes with the character and vehicle designs. At one point he tried adapting Dark Shepherd into a graphic novel, and you get to see an excerpt of that in the book. As I hinted earlier, Fred Gambino is a great example of a freelance artist who has learned to industrialize his talents. What I mean is he started out as an oil painter, but he eventually learned digital painting on tablet, but he also learned how to do CG modeling and surfacing. So he incorporates all of that into his art. And now he says he only works digitally. He doesn't even work on commission with oils anymore, hardly. He learned all these new techniques because, in my opinion, he's one of the smart ones who realizes that the creative industries are always evolving. And as an artist, you have to adapt to new ways of doing things to stay relevant. My bottom line is that while Gambino has thousands of peers who are adept painters, only a few of them are proficient at CG modeling and surfacing like him. So that kind of segments his own market, and it makes him more attractive as a freelance artist. So Fred Gambino has done a ton of work, from book covers to concept art, game design, and you'll see that all in the book. Notably, there's a section of concept art he did for last year's Escape from Planet Earth. And while he hasn't necessarily been part of any monstrously successful animated franchises or productions, he has had work for the past 30 years. That's got to count for something. Not many freelance artists have had that opportunity, and it's definitely something to think about if you're an illustration student thinking about a career in concept design and art. Dark Shepherd, for me, was a surprise hit, and I think Fred Gambino did a terrific job showcasing all the brilliant work he's done in the past 14 years since his last book. So thanks for watching my flip through, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Rotoscopers YouTube so that you can always see the latest and greatest from the animation world via the Rotoscopers. Until next time, this is Mason on the Rotoscopers YouTube.
And he went on to Futurama and doing lots of stuff there. Later on, John Lasseter, who he had met, along the way, came over to Rich and was like, hey, you want to do a CGI movie with us? He was like, I would. How do you say no to John Lasseter?